Brijesh Doshi is now joining us from Dwarka in Gujarat. Brijesh, what is the official confirmation you are going in terms of the timing of the landfall as well and the advisory going out to our viewers?
See, as per the IMD forecast or IMD's prediction, cyclone will hit Kutch Jakho Port or above the Jakho Port's area by tomorrow noon. The proper timing are almost around 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. is the time of the landfall. So that will be the approximate time given by the IMD today. So these are the chances of landfall and at the Jakho area. Right now I'm at Dwarka and the sea is very rough of Dwarka, though the cyclone is 300 kilometers away from Dwarka. All the beaches are closed, no one is permitted to go, advisories has been issued, all the low-lying areas has been evacuated and people are staying at the shelter homes right now. Almost around 5,000 people have been evacuated to the shelter house. Government is trying every possible steps taken by the government to minimize the damage caused by this severe cyclonic storm. So right now the government machinery is also waiting for the landfall of the cyclone here, and then they can go for the rescue operation if needed. So right now everything has been set for the government officials. The government is asking people to follow the rules or the advisories given by the government, so the damage can be minimized and there won't be any human death due to this cyclone's effect. So right now the sea is very rough, raining from the morning, and wind speed is almost around 100 km per hour in the sea. Though we are in the residential area, so right now I'm feeling a little bit safe right now, but sea is very rough, so people are advised not to go there.
Stay on with us. Ashutosh Mishra joins us from Manvi, Gujarat. Ashutosh, what are the measures that have been taken by the Gujarat government across the board to mitigate any kind of disaster on the back of this landfall?
Well, Chaiti, the first priority is to ensure there is no loss of lives, and that's perhaps why this evacuation plan started all across this coastal line, from Dwarka to Kutch to even this Mandvi, where the place I'm reporting from. And if you see, mostly the people who are living right along the coastal line have been taken to the safer places. In fact, the radius, which was earlier decided around 2 kilometers from the seashore, was increased up to 5 kilometers. Remember, because the intensity, which is expected to be at 150 kilometers per hour, at that magnitude of the wind speed potentially caused havoc in this area. So all the preventive measures were taken. In fact, in the western coastal line along all the several railway services have also been halted. Several trains are diverted to another route. As far as these localities are concerned, the agencies like SDRF, the Gujarat Police, the NDRF are working together, and simultaneously steps are being taken. So in case of there is a flood-like situation, so if that is needed, so that rescue and those operations can also be carried out. Simultaneously, the army team in the Bhuj area is also put on standby, since the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh also assured to offer maximum help that would be required in terms of there is a major casualty or a major situation. But for now, the people are only waiting, and they are ready for the impact, because that what possibly will bring the havoc in case of the structural damage. I mean, look at this open terrain, the coastal lines, and at this terrain, when there is a such high wind speed, that will potentially only demolish the structure and bring literally destroying this entire area. So there will be loss of public properties, there will be loss of the government properties, and on that case this will literally bring the city to the halt. Exactly why the quick response team by the local administration has been formed in case of there are trees falling, so the road should not be blockaded. Emergency, in case of emergency, the ambulances at various pockets have been deployed by the administration, one including on the bridge where I am reporting from at the moment. So all the civilians, since they have been already advised to go to the safer places. Power, as far as electricity connections are concerned, in the coastal line there are several fishermen who are still living in the camps. Power line have been disrupted because if somehow by any mistake enters in the village and there is a kind of a high wind speed, so potential to save a loss of lives, the electricity supply has also been controlled, and now all you see the people only waiting for and praying for easy passes of this cyclone. But remember, they also remember what had happened in 1998, and that scale of that magnitude of cyclone yet again hitting this coastline. So that is exactly why the people are afraid, they are under apprehension. But as far as preparations are concerned, that has already, because in the previous cyclonic lessons the people have learned, the administration has learned, the government has learned, and that's why all the preventive measures were already taken in advance. People who are there is enough adequate amount of food, water, medicines. But once it hits, that is expected to bring in havoc, and that's exactly why, administration is still holding rounds of meeting how to bring the normalcy once the cyclone passes from this region.